Hello everyone, welcome to NextGen SAP Integration. In this video, we are going to start new and very important series of SAP SuccessFactors integrations with SAP Cloud Integration or CPI. If you are preparing for SAP Integration Consultant interview or if you are already working on SuccessFactors integration, this series is going to be very useful. Before we start building integrations, we need to understand the overall picture. What exactly is SuccessFactors? Why do we need integrations? Where does CPI fit? How does CPI communicate with SuccessFactors? And finally, how do a real-time employee like integration will actually work in particular SuccessFactors? So that's exactly what we are going to cover in this particular video. We will start with the basics and gradually move towards real-time scenarios, OData APIs, authentication mappings, groovy scripting, error handling, monitoring and production scenarios. So you don't worry if you are completely new to SuccessFactors integrations. We are going to build the understanding step by step. Let's start. Before talking like about integration, we need to understand source system like Employee Central. See here, this is a Employee Central. Employee Central is core HR system with SAP SuccessFactors. It stores and manages employee master data for entire organization. Example, you can see here different areas are areas of employee to save in Employee Central. So here employee personal data like name, date of birth, contact details and job information about title, code and level, employment information about hire date, employee type, work schedule and organization detail like company, business unit, department, cost center, like manager information about ID, manager name. So like these different information of employee can be saved in Employee Central. So we have also have location information, compensation information, like pay grade, salary details and pay components and manager information, right? So here is the important point for integration consultant. Employee Central contains valuable employee master data, but this data normally needs to be consumed by other systems. For example, payroll may need employee information and an identity management system may need employee information to create and update user accounts. Data warehouse may need employee information for reporting. Third party applications may also require employee data. So the question is, how do we move this information from Employee Center to all the dependent or downstream applications or systems, right? That is what we would like to understand how a SuccessFactors integrations work. So Employee Central is often the source of employee master data, while integration helps distribute the data to downstream systems, right? Why can't we simply enter employee information manually in each and every system? Is it possible, right? Imagine that a company hires 1,000 employees. For every employee we have information such as employee ID, name, department, location, job information. Like there are a lot of information is there. If you are manually enters this information to payroll, identity management, reporting systems, other downstream applications, it would be a huge amount of time, right? So, and more importantly, manually processing creates possibility of errors and duplicates, and like that's why organizations use integration. Let's take a simple example. Suppose new employee created in SuccessFactors Employee Central. What happens? Employee Central, a new employee details are updated. So the business may want that employee information automatically reach to payroll, identity management, email, data warehouse, other third party systems, right? So payroll, what payroll can does? So the employee can be individual in payroll processing. It may need to reach. Identity management can employee receive required user account and access. How data warehouse, it's potentially so third party application. Instead of person manually entering the same information into all the systems, CPI automate the data movement of one particular system to another system. So because of integration, the time will be saved, better accuracy, reduce manual errors, automation and efficiency, better visibility of across systems. This is one of the most important concepts you should understand as an integration consultant. The business doesn't simply say we want CPI. Instead, the business requirement comes first. For example, whenever a new employee is created, automatically send the employee information to all the downstream applications. Then we design an integration solution satisfy the requirement. So if an interview asks why do we need integration, you can explain what is the business requirement, how you are integrating, what is the purpose, how the data is moving. With the integration, what are the advantages? You need to explain in clearly. So integration automates data movement between systems, reduce manual work, improves consistency and enable business process to work across multiple applications, right? So we need to explain to the interviewer in detail, so they will understand you worked in this particular platform. Now we can see how does SAP CPI fit, right? That we can see. Okay, this thing CPI is an integration layer or central hub between source and target systems. On the other side, we have source system. In example, like SuccessFactor Employee Central. On the other side, we have multiple systems like payroll, identity management, email, data warehouse, other third-party applications, right? So CPI sits between these systems and manage the communication. Here in CPI, what will happen? Doesn't simply move data from point A to point B. It doesn't simply moving platform. No, it is not. It can perform many activities in between. CPI connect to the source system, receives data, validate the data, transform the data, and perform message mapping. Business logic using Groovy routers to make decisions based on business conditions. We can handle errors, we can secure communication, and finally CPI send transformed data to the target system. Is it useful data? It is. Because of useful data, what we can do, it is helps to the business like insights. We can call like data insights. It's not like raw data, it's a transformed data as per the business requirement. So it's a insights to the business. So what is the process? SuccessFactors, Employee Central to CPI, CPI to the target systems. In real project, CPI contains several processing steps between source and target. Here I mentioned only few. So you can think CPI like a logistics hub. The source system sends a package, CPI receives it, checks it, changes the package format if necessary, applies the required rules and send it to the correct destination. Suppose an interviewer asks a question, what is CPI responsible for? You can tell CPI provides connectivity, transformation, routing, business logic, security, error handling, and monitoring business applications. All this will happen to understand the business requirement. CPI works according to the business requirement. CPI consultant work with business requirements. He will transform the data according to the business requirement. He will move the data to business according to the requirement. So these are all the answers you need to provide to the interview. So he will satisfy with the answers. Then we understand how does CPI communicate with SuccessFactors. That's right. This is where API becomes very important. We understand why API is become very important. Here we understand because SuccessFactors expose APIs. SuccessFactors application expose APIs that can be consumed by any integrations like any system. We are as a CPI, we are also consuming SuccessFactors endpoints as per our requirement. So that is the called like solution for integrations. One of the most important technologies will encounter when working with Employee Central is OData. So we will frequently hear like SuccessFactors OData API, CPI OData adapter. For example, CPI can call a SuccessFactors to retrieve employee information. Depending on the integration requirement, we can work different API technologies. Right here you can see OData API, REST API, SOAP, OAuth 2.0. Like Employee Central Integration OData is practically important because employee related entries can be accessed through SuccessFactors OData API. Now imagine CPI needs in employee information. CPI establishes the required secure connection to SuccessFactors. It makes the CPI requirement. SuccessFactors processes the request and returns the response. CPI then receives the data after reviewing it. CPI can perform mapping, validation, transformation, business logics, and it will finally CPI sends to the process information to target system. So the overall communication can be visualized like SuccessFactors, and it will go CPI, it will go target system, right? In between CPI and SuccessFactors there is an API endpoint we can use for the SuccessFactors endpoints. So CPI is not source of employee information in this scenario. SuccessFactors Employee Central is the source. CPI is the integration layer responsible for processing and transforming the information to data insights. Strong interview statements you can provide like if an interview asks interview questioned you like how does CPI communicate with SuccessFactors, you can express like CPI can consume SuccessFactors APIs, commonly OData for Employee Central data, using appropriate authentication mechanism. CPI then process, transforms and route the data to required target systems. Right? This is the answer you need to provide to the interviewer. Now we can see like sample real-time scenario, right? So suppose a company hires a new employee, HR system creates employee information in SuccessFactors. Business requirement is as soon as employee is created, employee information should be sent to the payroll system. So using OData API, the data will be passing to CPI, data received in CPI, data is mapping and transformations. Here it will happen because the payroll system needs the employee information to start the required payroll processing without waiting for manual intervention. So new employee created, API call will happen. So the integration process retrieves the required employee information through SuccessFactors APIs. CPI receives the data, employee information, it will receive the data may come in particular structure of format, mappings and transformations. Here CPA needs transformation and source structure into structure expected payroll. SuccessFactor may have user ID while payroll may accept. So we can map one field to another. We may also transform dates, codes, names and other values. So step 5 we have to like validation. Before sending data to payroll, CPA validate mandatory fields. Does the employee ID exist? Is a start date available? Is the employee status valid? If validation fails, we can handle the errors instead of sending incorrect data to the business, like vendor, like target system, right? So send to the payroll. Once all the validations are cleared, if the data is cleared, then CPA sends the transformed employee data to payroll system using required protocol of or API. Acknowledgement, the payroll system process the request and provide response or acknowledgement. That's the complete business flow. Employee central to CPA, CPA to payroll. But inside CPA we do lot of things: receiver, mapping, grooving, routing, validation, sender, everything we can do in the CPA. You will expect a question that if an interview gives you like requirement, whenever a new employee is created in SuccessFactors, send employee details to payroll. Don't immediately start talking about adopters. First explain the business flow, then explain source, target, API, transformation, validation, security, error handling and monitoring. So that determines that you understand integration from an end-to-end perspective. What happens when something fails, right? In real projects, integration doesn't always work successfully. For example, CPA send a request to the SuccessFactor, but the API doesn't respond. The target system is unavailable. Authentication fails. Mandatory employee data is missing. If a or missing fails. So what happens? CPA provides different mechanism to handle these situations. Let's take a simple example. CPI sends a request to SuccessFactors, but SuccessFactors doesn't respond within the expected time. We may get timeout. CPI detects the failure. The integration can then perform the configuration error handling. Depending on the design, we may use mechanisms such as exception subprocess for handling exceptions, retry mechanism for uh, appropriate transit failures, and error queues or data mechanisms where applicable. And importantly, we need logging and monitoring. An integration consultant, we need to know what failed, where did it fail, what payload was processed, what error message was returned, what was the business impact, and what should we do next. So if the payroll system is temporarily unavailable, we don't want to integration team to discover the problem of hours later. We want monitoring and alerts to make the issue like visible. So here we can see production support is not just about fixing the errors. Detect, alert, analyze, resolve and improve. This is an extremely important mindset for an integration consultant. Like if an interviewer asks like how do you handle errors in CPI, you can say we can handle using exceptions of process, error handling, retry strategies, logging and message monitoring, alert, trace and debugging, root cause analysis, and always connect the technical solution to the business impact. We can see now architecture. Here I want to remember this architecture because we are going to use the same pattern throughout the entire SuccessFactors integration series. You can see left side source systems, Employee Central, SuccessFactors Employee Central, and Employee Central expose the required data through APIs. The information reaches to CPI. Like inside CPI, we have several processing stages. First, a receiver adapter receives and retrieve data. Then we can perform message mapping. If additional processing is required, we can use Groovy scripting. We can use router when the message needs to be followed different paths based on business conditions. Then we send the process message through appropriate sender adapter to target system. So the process will be SuccessFactors receiver mapping Groovy router sender to payroll. Remember, not every integration needs every step. Source mapping target, source validation mapping Groovy router error handling target. So there are also cross-cutting concerns. Example, security, error handling, logging, monitoring. These are important almost every enterprise integration. And this architecture is scalable. Instead of creating direct point-to-point connections between SuccessFactors and every application or system, CPI can act as a integration layer, and where we can manage all the SuccessFactors and downstream application connects. So if you understand these 6 concepts like source, connect, transform, decide, send, monitor, a strong foundation of SuccessFactors integration will be happen. The last and but not least, so brings us end to end of first video. Like we are going to go much deeper into particular series SuccessFactors integration with CPI. We will start OData APIs, understand how it works, and what is OData entities, and how to query the employee data, how to apply filters, and how do like select filter queries we can write while working with like SuccessFactors. We will move CPI fundamentals. We understand adopt side flows, message flow, and connectivity. Then we will go in one of the most important areas, message mapping, Groovy scripting, and routers, filters, content modifiers, splitter, gather, exceptions of process. Then we will move security and authentication. We also discuss monitoring and troubleshooting. And finally, we will build end-to-end real-world success integration scenario. The goal of this particular series is not just explain individual CPI components. The goal is to teach you how think like SAP integration consultant. When you receive a business requirement, you should be able to understand what is source, what is target, what we like, what data is required, which API should we use, how should we authenticate, what transformation is required, what happens when something fails, how do we monitor it, and how do we support in production. So that's the mindset we will develop throughout the series. So if you found this video very useful, very like understanding, please like the video and subscribe to NextGen SAP Integration. In coming videos, I will start working with SuccessFactors OData APIs and understand how employee central data is actually retrieved and processed through CPI. If you are presenting like preparing for SAP integration consultant interview, these series will also include real-time scenarios and interview questions. So make sure you subscribe and follow complete series, learn, practice, integration, grow, and I will see you in next video. Thank you.